Hi all, welcome to this Team of the Week 11 predictions. This looks a pretty decent Team of the Week, not as good as last week or the week before, but still something nice to look forward to. So smash likes would be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GIsLegend. All the links are down below for playlist and channel and social media links as always. Hit that notification bell so you know when uploads are up on the channel, would be massively appreciated. And also Kieran's and the Footbin Predictions League link are down in the description below as always for you to look at our predictions and also let you take part as well. So our goalkeepers this week, we have gone for one bronze goalkeeper who will be a silver in the form of Luka Zidane. Zidane's son made 9 saves and a clean sheet. One of the saves was a penalty. He was very, very impressive for Racing Santander against Extremadura. And I would say, despite what a lot of other goalkeepers may have done, Zidane, I feel, may happen and could be our first silver goalkeeper in form for a long time, I think. So fair play to Zidane for his performance. And then our second goalkeeper, we have a second in form, potentially in the form of SIF Navas. He made 8 saves and kept a clean sheet and got a 7 on L'Equipe. Now, Di Maria got an 8 in the game, but we feel that SIF Navas is more likely because Di Maria was only for 1 goal. I think a second in form of Di Maria may just take a little bit more work to do, and also the Team of the Week is quite strong, and other goalkeepers just didn't get quite as good a rating as we would have hoped in some cases. Like Castells, for example, he made a very impressive 9 saves but only got a 3 from kicker. Into the defence, we start off with a second in form, Chris Smalling. He got 1 goal, 1 assist, a clean sheet and a 7.5 from Gazzetta. Now he may be missed out because it was a few weeks, it was like week 8, Team of the Week 8 that he happened, but I still feel it's just a long enough gap that he should still happen and would be a very nice second in form. If they go for someone else from Roma, it will be Mancini, but I feel Smalling has done enough to still merit an inform. Kimmich got himself 1 assist and a clean sheet and a 1.5 from kicker. Very impressive. He was man of the match in the game, so that's kind of why I've gone for him over Pavard, who got a goal, a clean sheet and a 2 from kicker. So I've just went for the slightly better rated player, but also the better rate in the match. So I've kind of went on that logic. I'm trying not to muck it up this week, not want to kind of ruin my defensive chances this week, when I should be kind of picking the more obvious players. De Vrij, 1 goal, a clean sheet and a 7 from Gazzetta. Serie A defenders standing out this week, and I feel De Vrij has done more than enough for his performance, and he made the like BBC Team of the Week that they kind of refer to. So I would say Tarkowski, good chance of happening, and could be a nice inform actually. And then finishing off with Max with 1 goal, 1 assist and a clean sheet and a 2 from kicker. If you're getting 1 goal and 1 assist, you should be happening and a clean sheet and a good match rating as well. Just kind of reinforces that kind of justification of happening, and I would say could be a nice inform. I've actually got his base card in my Bundesliga squad still, and is actually quite a nice left back, so hopefully a nice little boost on him can make him a little bit more usable for those that want a kind of cheap left back from Germany, and especially the Bundesliga, because quite a lot of folk rely on Schultz and Roussillon. In terms of midfielders, we've got quite a few decent options. It's whether or not we get them or not, and another second in form looking inbound. Now, the big question is, and I'm going to get this said right away, could we see Forsberg or Nkunku? I've put Forsberg in the squad for now. Forsberg got 2 goals and a 1.5 from kicker, and he made the Bundesliga kicker Team of the Week. Now, the big problem is Nkunku was Player of the Week, and I think he could happen. So you may expect me to include both when it comes to my Footbin predictions. So I may include both if I decide to do any late changes. But 1 player from Red Bull Leipzig should happen regardless. Modric, 1 goal, 2 assists and a 3 from Marca. Very standout performance. Should kind of walk in to the Team of the Week. Be his first in form, and it's just well deserved really. That's kind of it in a nutshell. Kacharwick, 2 goals for him last week. A few folk thought he might get a second in form, but this week looks a little more guaranteed for 2 goals and I feel he has deserved his spot in the team of the week. And then Talisca, he got himself 2 goals in the Chinese Super League in the derby, and that is where a lot of help kind of solidifies his chance. 1 goal was a penalty, but I feel due to the importance of the game in the Chinese Super League, that will help out immensely. There is a few other standout options in the Chinese Super League. You've got Bakambu, Yun Lu as well, Santini, so like Talisca's the most likely, but there may go elsewhere, so be wary of that. In terms of forwards, we've got quite a few nice options. The big question is, in the Eredivisie, are we going to get both players from PSV and Ajax, or is one going to be avoided over the other? And we'll explain why in a minute. So Higuain, 2 goals, 1 assist and an 8 from Gazzetta. Kind of walks in, really, to be honest. Does what it says on the tin. Very impressive performance. Promes, 2 goals and a 7.5 from VI, the Dutch rating system. Now, a 7.5 is a very impressive rating, but he wasn't player of the week. And also because he was left wing, but he has a 1 to watch card, so people will still include Promes, because they will think, oh, 1 to watch, 1 to watch, 1 to watch. But Bergwijn got the same return of 2 goals, but he got an 8 and player of the week from VI. So that usually can swing it in his favour, so be wary of that. Heung-min Son, 1 goal, 1 assist in his performance, and very, very impressive. Aspas, 2 goals and player of the week and 3 from Marca. Celta Vigo needing a much needed win, and Aspas playing his part in that result, which was a 3-1 victory over Villarreal, and sealing his spot in the team of the week. And Raman, 1 goal, 1 assist and a 2 from kicker. I feel Raman playing as striker just helps out. I was hoping he'd stayed winger, but he'll play striker in the game, but still could be a nice nice informed, kind of cheap and handy for like those that need a link up for certain players within the Belgian contingent, like the objective player like Trossard, for example. So that kind of seals our main kind of contingent of players. But at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of play it out this week for kind of like forwards, especially in the silver department. Reserves is quite interesting this week, how we're covering it. Starting off with Kachi, 1 goal, 2 assists, a clean sheet and a 7 on L'Equipe. Now, position change from centre back to left back should kind of seal his spot, but obviously big question is, because other defenders may get the nod, but when you're getting 3 contributions in a game, you should be kind of walking in the team of the week. Malong, 2 goals and a 2 from kicker. Very impressive in the 5-1 victory for Mainz. The second goal just kind of sealed it from, if he hadn't got it, I probably wouldn't have included him. So fair play to the guy getting the second goal right at the end of the game. Mangani, 1 goal and a 7 from L'Equipe as well, getting in the team of the week, so that should help his spot. Moraes, a hat-trick for Shakhtar Donetsk, former Brazilian, now Ukrainian striker, but still deserves his spot. And Sam, a hat-trick for him and for Young Boys, and Juncker, a hat-trick in the Norwegian League. Quite a few players in Norway actually stood out this week. Now the big problem for me is I only have 4 silvers, well 3 and a bronze, so my problem is I probably need to find 1 more silver somewhere from my top possibles, and this is where it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be quite difficult to kind of see who they may kind of go with. So in terms of possibles, we've got the likes of McLaren, Renato Augusto, Miramon, Joaquim Canales, Weissman, Jonathan, Pavard, Tabao, Buxa, Giannini, Forrest, Burke, Yoda. Yoda done the same, 1 goal, 2 assists in Zidane's game. Muling, Demon Guet, who got a hat-trick in a 3-3 draw. Bakambu, Santini, Gleitker, Sercom, Charles, not Charles the Eibar striker, another player called Charles. Mancini, as we mentioned, for the Roma game. Yun Lu, Joselu could happen for 2 goals and a 3 from Marca. He was very impressive for Alaves, but could happen. Ninkovic, 1 goal, 2 assists. This is not the one in the A-League, this is the one in playing for Ascoli. Very impressive. Castells would have been a good shout for 9 saves and a clean sheet. And then Ramirez for 1 goal and a 7 from Gazetta. I was hoping it was a 7.5 and it would have got him in, but Ramirez could easily be one of these players that could somehow just sneak in. It's not the first time he's done that, and it wouldn't be the last. But we'll see how this team of the week plays out, in all honesty, folks. I am hoping Monday's can swing it a little bit in our favour to help out a little bit more, that we maybe get another standout performance. But we'll see how this all plays out for team of the week 11. I think silver wise there's going to be one more. I'm going to have a think over my top possibles who would get in. But if there is anyone else that I may have missed from team of the week 11, let me know, folks, in the comments down below. As always, smash the like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at @GIsLegend. Take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later.